Hello and welcome to another World Beyond videos. Today I want to rank every main character that we've had on World Beyond. I'm pretty sure I have the whole list of everyone. If I am missing anyone, please tell me down below. I don't think I have missed anyone, so we're going to go from 18 to 1, and I hope you enjoy. So let's start right off and go right into this and go straight to number 18, which is Iris. Originally, if we were doing this by the end of Season 1, I would put Iris maybe quite a bit higher on this list. But she got really annoying in Season 2, and it's the back half of Season 2 which really let her down. Because I was juggling in Season 2, which one do I hate more, Sylas or Iris? And I hated Sylas the most at the end of Season 1. But Iris just got really arrogant this season. And saying it's the last season, we can't fix Iris. Where we left Iris off is where she's left off from now on. And she was really annoying. She got really arrogant. She got really confident out of no reason. Even though it's meant to be only 2 months traveling America, she got super confident. And it really annoyed me. I just didn't like what they do with Iris. I didn't like how she was portrayed. She just came off as arrogant, annoying, and just kind of up her own ass. Now in 17th place is Sylas. Like, he was in the last place for the longest time, but however, he is in second to last place just because I hate Iris that much more, and she's that much more annoying. So she stole last place from Sylas, that's it. Without Iris in the show, Sylas is my most annoyed in character. I hate Sylas just because how he's portrayed in such an annoying manner. But Iris beat him to this one, so Sylas is 17th. And number 16th, we have Elton. The reason why Elton is this far down is because Elton did nothing. He felt like he was just there. Like, he did nothing. He didn't add anything to both seasons. He was just a waste of time and a waste of screen time. Elton did nothing. And he's so far down because I really hate characters that add nothing to the story and are absolutely just useless. And that is Elton. Now at number 15 is Percy. I really didn't like Percy. However, I liked him near the end of Season 2 just because he had purpose, okay? Like, he was scared to Iris, which really brought him down. And it made sense why Percy was cocky, unlike all the other kids, because he was raised in the apocalypse. He didn't, like, live behind walls for 10 years. It made sense why Percy was like this. However, I didn't like his death. It brought him down. His death was useless. Like, it was just terrible. I didn't like his death. His motivations were terrible. He's one of the better acted of the kids, but I just didn't like his story. He had quite a boring story just connected. Oh, I love Iris. Like, no, it wasn't very good. He had purpose, unlike Elton, but other than that, it was just kind of useless. Now, Mason. The reason it's number 14 is because he's barely in the show. He's just in a couple episodes, and he's just kind of MacGuffin to get everyone else out. And I didn't really know where to put him, so I was like, I'll just put him down below. I quite liked that he got Percy killed, just because it was the first death, and Mason just running off got Percy killed, so that's why he's above Percy. So the next round I'm doing one go, so we have 13 Div, 12 Asher, and 11 Indira. The reason why I did them all in one go is I don't have an opinion on them. These are kind of my middle ground characters. I like all the other characters after Indira, however I dislike all the other characters before Div. So I had nowhere to put them. So it goes in this order because I like Indira the most, and Div I can't have an opinion on because he just dies almost immediately after we see him, and episode 2 after. So 13, 11 and 12 are kind of my middle options. I have no opinion on those 3 characters, so let's go straight on to number 10, and that is Tony. The reason why I like Tony is because he's the first death of the show. Like, I don't count everyone at Campus Colony's death. This is the first character we got introduced in, and he died. I quite liked how he died, and he also was one of the characters I liked from Season 1. He was kind of interesting. He was a scammer. I really liked him. He was a very cool character. Shame he was killed off, and I can't put him any higher because of this, so he's in number 10. Now my number 9 slot is Hope. I quite like Hope because she's the least annoying out of all the child actors. Hope is the most well acted, and her character makes the most, like, reasonable and smartest decisions out of all the child characters. Like, she doesn't do anything stupid. She doesn't come off as arrogant like a lot of the other child actors do when they're trying to portray their characters. I quite like Hope. However, when she's with Iris, she does act stupid quite a lot of the time, and that's why she can't put any higher than this. She's the best out of the child actors, and that's why she's kind of in the middle. So let's go straight on to number 8, and it's Will. I know a lot of people really like Will, but I'm a bit indifferent on Will. I do like Will. He's a smart character. I quite like him. He does smart decisions. However, he isn't in much of the season. Like, he kind of disappears, I think, after like episode 6 and comes back at episode 9. And he doesn't really do much, however. So I can't put him any higher this because he doesn't do much. I just like him. However, I like him because I like Felix, so I can't like put him really high. I just really like Felix, and it makes me really like Will. So I couldn't put him any high because I'm just slightly biased. Now straight to number 7 is Dennis. I quite like Dennis because at the start I thought he would be kind of annoying like CRM character, but I quite liked him. It was quite surprising to see Dennis, find out he's an actual kind of good guy. And sadly we do learn a lot of his backstory through Huck, not through Dennis, which is kind of annoying, but I quite like Dennis. He did improve Sylas a little. I do feel like Dennis and Sylas together did work well, and that's why Dennis is up here, because I thought he's a really cool and interesting character. Now my number 6 slot is Leo. I just really liked Leo, and I think he deserves number 6 because he was one of the more interesting characters in the second season. Like, he did steal the show from some of my original season 1 liked characters. And he had a lot to do this season, and I really like characters that have a lot to do with season. My opinion on characters are based on how much do they progress to the season, unless they're a child actor. Unlike Iris, she does a lot to the season, but I really hate her. But I really liked Leo. He was really smart as well. He did a lot of really smart decisions. He never did anything stupid. He was like, okay, I need to save my kids. I need to keep them safe somehow. I'm going to do this. And the escape plan was basically his idea, with a few help from the kids, and I really liked it because it all makes a lot of sense. I just really like smart characters do smart decisions, and Leo never does anything stupid, and that's why he's on this list. Now at number 5 is Lila, the Dr. Belshaw. I really liked her just because we originally got like kind of an evil villain vibe from her, but then there was an episode and it was all based around her, and she became a hero, and we got to like her. I really liked that moment, and I liked her being a scientist. And I liked her trying to play the game, like when shit was hitting the fan. She's like, okay, I need to save Leo and the kids, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to tell everyone the truth. However, I'm going to try and do this. And it does backfire on her face. However, I liked how this all happened. I thought she was a very interesting character, and she had a lot of depth. And I feel like Lila could have gone a lot further, and her death was quite sad. And I feel like it was a waste. It was a good character death, but I feel like it was a waste of a good character. I feel like she had a lot of depth, and we could have gone a lot further with her. And that's why I really liked her. I feel like we could have done a lot more with Lila. Now, my number 4 slot is Felix. The reason why he's at number 4 is because Season 2 he basically did nothing. He was my favourite character in Season 1. And then Season 2 he just got ruined. He just got kind of stupid. He kind of got like done to nothing. I feel like they should have just killed him off in Season 1 if he was going to be used in Season 2. And that's why he's number 4, just because he was wasted for half the show's run, basically. He was a really cool character. I liked his backstory. I liked his connection to the Bennetts. I liked his character. He was a very fun character to watch. He's very interesting. He was very entertaining. I liked his fighting style. However, he was wasted quite a lot. And that's why he's only in number 4. And he used to be number 1, but now he's number 4. Now, in number 3 is Huck/Jennifer. The reason why she's in number 3 is because it's almost solely because of her redemption arc she had in Season 2. Season 1, I really didn't like her. I thought she was kind of a generic character, and she was like, oh, it's quite obvious that you're going to become the villain. It was very obvious to see her become the villain. But Season 2, her redemption arc was really well. I really liked how it was dealt. And by the time her death in episode 10, I was like, I liked her. She was a very good anti-hero. And it's a shame the show wasn't revolved around her. I feel like the show would have been better if it revolved around her. She's a very good protagonist, and I really liked her. That's why she's in number 3. She even beat Felix because she had a lot to do. She always added to the story. She was a needed character for the show. Now, at number 2 is Elizabeth. The reason why I like Elizabeth is because she was such a cool villain. Like, she wasn't this basic 2-dimensional character. Like, she was kind of in Season 1, which is why she was nothing special to me in Season 1. But in Season 2, she was only in half the episodes, but they really fleshed out her character. And they really dove into her and gave her motivations, showed her what she was like. And they really, like, fleshed her out, and I really liked it. However, she didn't do much to the story. Like, they did get rid of her halfway through the season, which I quite dislike. However, I just kind of really liked her. She was a scene stealer when she was in the first half of Season 2. And by episode 1, I was like, yep, she's my new favourite character of Season 2. Just because of how good she was. And I really like the CRM aspect of this show. And she was really crucial. I really liked Elizabeth, and she was very entertaining to watch. Now, at number 1, it's quite obvious, it is Jadis. The reason why Jadis always made smart decisions. She was super entertaining to watch. I was quite disappointed there was no Rick references. However, I love seeing where Jadis was now after what she did to Rick. And the best part about Jadis is because she was a scene stealer. Every scene she was in, she stole. The actor for Jadis made the show so much better just because of her presence. And that's why she is number one. She improved the show just by being on it. None of the other characters did that. Like maybe Elizabeth's actor slightly. However, she was in season 1 and that was still bad. As soon as Jadis came into the show, she made the show good, in my opinion. And she never did anything bad. I liked how they committed to Jadis being the villain. And it was really good. It was really entertaining to have Jadis in the show. And even though she was this big Walking Dead character, you still felt like she could die by the end of the show. She didn't, but you felt like it. And that's why she's number one. She was just the most entertaining character on the show to watch. And she made the TV good to watch. She made the show good. Okay, without her, the show would have been terrible. But what is your opinion on all the characters? Do you agree with my list of the rankings of every character in the show? Do you think some characters deserve to be higher, or do you think some characters deserve to be lower in my list? Please tell me down below. And if you want more content, feel free to subscribe. I recommend doing it. And if you look on the screen, you can see some videos, and they will be customized for you. So I recommend you click on them. So that is it for me today. So goodbye, peace out, and I'll talk to you later.